today's Friday morning, which is a strange day to be starting a vlog, but I wanted to give myself the weekend to get used to doing some regular updates. So welcome to my channel. My name's Dawn, and this is my first official vlog. So as I said, this is Friday morning, and it's a strange morning because I had to take William, my youngest son, out of school today because we've had this ongoing question mark about whether he needs braces or not, and his older brother Josh does have braces. So we've been to a special orthodontic appointment, and we've just had it confirmed that yes, in fact, he does need braces, but he actually needs quite a bit of extensive work doing as well. We've just discovered that he's going to have quite a few teeth removed, maybe a visit to the dental surgeon, because he's got teeth stuck in his jaw that they don't know if they're going to come down. So anyway, that's what we've been doing this morning, and now we're going to go home and have lunch. William's gone to school now, and I'm just heading to my local shops to pick up a coat that I've had repaired. And that's the nice thing about living in Holland is for some reason there's these tailors and alterations stores on every street corner, and we've just had one open up in our little local shopping area in November, so it's the first time I'm taking a repairing for him. I bought a really expensive winter coat last year. I think it was, even in the sale, it was like €250, which is quite a lot for me for a winter coat, but I needed it. The boys play sport, and you know, you're standing at the football field in all kinds of windy, rainy weather. So anyway, I caught it on something and the seam tore at the side, so I'm going to give this guy a try and see how it is. It was torn, and also the seam had gone on it. So anyway, but what I'm going to mention this morning, it was like 2 centimetres of snow on the ground this morning, and it seems to have melted now, but it's like wet snow coming down. So anyway, we'll see. Okay, I kid you not, I can't even see where the hole was in my coat. I've just sat here in the car because the lighting's not so good at home, and he showed me where the repair was. I was like, wow, okay, that's really good. So I thought, you know, I'm just going to check again in the car, so I'm going to show you. And I had so the fabric was frayed, you know, like real torn, but then the seam had come undone as well, and it was I think a good, like a 3 centimetre hole. So anyway, I'm going to show you where I think it was. I can't tell exactly. So I think if you can see somewhere, I'm guessing around here. Don't know if you can see that, but wow, super happy. Actually, I walked in and there was a horse saddle on the floor, so I was like, oh, you also repair horse saddles? And he said, if it can fit under the machine, I can fix it. And he already told me last time when I brought the coat to him, he already said, oh yeah, I don't do just repairs, I do alterations, I do dry cleaning. Perfect. I cut keys, and I also do shoe repairs, and yeah, you name it, I'm doing it. So okay. So when I saw the saddle on the floor, and he made the comment about, well, you know, I can fix it. So I have this problem, and it's a very common problem. So many, when I'm discussing this with people I know, or people in shoe shops, it's always like, yeah, I have the same problem. I have super wide calves and cankles, and I can't just walk in a shop and buy boots off the shelf, and it's so annoying. And I end up having to buy most of my boots online, and they cost a fortune. And then it's always this like, you know, it's a lottery when they arrive, are they going to fit me? And, you know, 50% of the times I have to send things back, and it's so annoying. So anyway, I just said to him on the off chance, I said, by the way, you know, can you make boots wider? And he said, of course. And he went into a whole description about different boots he's repaired, even boots that you pull on. He can add zips into them. He can add elastic down the back, down the seam. So I'm super happy now. So I was like, I think I'm going to go shopping soon. So I'm back home now. I can't tell you how pleased I am with that coat. And I don't know if it would be a bit tighter, but fits just fine. I need to get on top of all these things I'm making to sell on Etsy, and I've got a whole stack of stuff that I need to finish. I have got a craft room, so if you follow me on Instagram, you'll know that I have a craft room, but it's a complete mess and I can hardly get in there. So I'll probably vlog that one day when I'm going to reorganise my craft room. But for the meantime, I'm just sat in the kitchen now. We've got a kitchen diner. I'm not showing you because it's an absolute mess today. But I've got a whole stack of scarves that I'm making. I'll quickly show you some of the colours. I hope you can see them in this light. Yeah, you can. This nice dusky pink. So I do like these really chunky ones. Nice petrol colour, and then I do like a smaller knit in like this variegated yarn, very sort of lacy, see-through, and various colours. So, and basically what I do, then I put I make these really like chunky tassels. I don't know if you can see that. And then I stitch them on, and then they're like a triangle, so you wear them back to front. So you have the triangle section here, and then on each end of the tassel of the scarf you tie the tassel, fix the tassels on. They sort of make it nice, hang nicely. So anyway, I've got a huge stack of them here in every colour you can think of, and I just need to make the tassels, and I've put this off for so long. And so many people on my Instagram say, oh, I love making tassels, I love making pom-poms. I hate it. So I'm forcing myself this afternoon to make tassels. So I'm not going to walk you through it because it's not much space in here, and yeah, it's going to get a bit sort of chaotic. I mean, really, this is my pile of stuff that I'm working on, so I've got no room. But I will do a tutorial on that, how to make the scarves at some point, and tassels. Good morning, it's Sunday, midday, and I didn't get around to filming yesterday. Firstly, because I'm not used to it, so I forgot. Secondly, we were quite busy and we ended up going to see Aquaman last night at the movies. Lawrence and I and William, Joshua, didn't want to go. He's too old to be going to movies with his parents. So as a result, because it was so busy, we didn't get a chance to do our weekly shop. So we're just in our local Albert Heijn doing our weekly groceries. And then when we're done, we're going to pop into IKEA. Want to pick something up from there, and then we're going to go and visit some friends of ours. She's made South African milk tart. Lawrence is South African. I'm not sure if I've mentioned that before, so it's a little treat. So anyway, I'll take you around the supermarket with me. I feel a bit stupid talking into my phone. People are looking at me, but anyway, life of a vlogger. So we're back from the supermarket, and I had something, well, I find interesting. Maybe you can comment below. In the UK or in England, we have like our eggs are in either a half a dozen or a dozen, which is basically 6 and 12. Sorry, that noise in the background. Lawrence is putting groceries away. And then also the same with the bread rolls. So normally they come in batches of 12 and probably other food as well. But here they come in 10, and you can't buy like 5 or 10. You have to, everything's 10. So the bread rolls 10. And then the eggs are in 10. And I'm just curious, well, I suppose I could Google it to find out why, but maybe comment below if your country also has the same, what your theory is on that. And then the other thing, we're loving these fries at the moment. They're we don't have, the Dutch have deep fat fryers, they love them, and we don't have one. So we use oven chips, but these are also, they can go in the air fryer, which I don't have, but I'm sort of debating whether to have one or not. Hear good things about them. And that's the other nice thing living in Holland, is the plants and flowers are quite cheap. And I've been trying to grow succulents for a while, and yeah, one of them just died. And so I've picked this up. I don't know what it is. Coffee Arabica, I don't know, coffee plant, and it was £2.50. So let's see how this lasts. And it is really shiny. So, okay, I'm going to carry on putting the groceries away. So, while we're putting the groceries away, of course, the dog and the cat are around our feet. But if you're one of my Instagram followers, this is Daxter, the fur baby. Hey, Daxy. And, of course, he can smell all nice things and he wants to get down, but this is the little gorgeous furry assassin. So, hello, everyone. And then on the floor by me is Jack. Yes. Hey, Cookie. Yeah. So they're the fur babies. Just finished at the IKEA. Oh, it was chaos in there. Sunday afternoon, IKEA, not the best plan. But anyway, got all the things that I came for, and of course some extras that I didn't plan for. So off to our friends now, the South African milk town. Good morning. It's Monday morning here. Sorry, it's a bit noisy. I'm driving through, it's like a national park, right, really close to Amsterdam, the south of Amsterdam. It's called Amsterdamse Bos. Amsterdam Forest. Bos means forest or woods. And I'm not sure how old the forest is actually. I should look into that. But they've got this like this stretch of water, and it's an official like a boating stretch, and they do like rowing here. I think they built it for the Olympics when Holland hosted the Olympics. But anyway, the Amsterdamse Bos is in between me, where I live, and work, which is in Amsterdam. And rather than driving on the main road, I love to take this well, it's not even a shortcut. I like to take this route through Amsterdamse Bos to just really relaxes me. You get a nice view of the city. I can't show you now, but I'm having problems with the telephone holder, the camera holder. I'll explain in a minute. But you know, I drive through and it's very peaceful on different times of the year. This morning it's very white and frosty. You know, in the summer it's beautiful. You see little rabbits bouncing around, and it's just a nice way to start the day before I go to work. Actually, before I even hit the motorway, the highway, because I get into Amsterdam on the ring road, which circles the city. For those of you who've ever travelled on the M25, that's what it's like. So anyway, this is a nice way to wind myself down, relax before I get to work. And then also when I come home, I take the same route, only because then I can't go on the motorway because it's absolutely packed. You're crawling from, you know, if you're on there from like 3:30 p.m, you just sit bumper to bumper traffic. It's also a nice way to decompress, and I do some phone calls, you know, catch up with friends, whatever, listen to music. So anyway, this morning I'm going to work. Had an important launch going on last week that apparently didn't happen, so I think it's going to be a bit of a hectic morning, or hectic day full stop. A lot to do, and I've got some colleagues on holiday. Yeah, so it's going to be a busy day. So anyway, I've also done, I'm not sure when I'm going to post it, but I've done a video about CBD oil, cannabis oil, and I've just prior to filming this, I've done a little update on my, I could call it progress on taking it. So if you're interested in that, subscribe to the channel, and you'll get the regular updates on the CBD oil progress. So it's Wednesday afternoon. I don't know why it's so dark, but I work a shorter day on Wednesday, so I've not got anything planned apart from doing laundry and cleaning and stuff. But I thought I'd just quickly show you what I bought from IKEA at the weekend. So I bought this really nice storage trolley for wanted it as like a craft station. So I've got all the stuff at the bottom, you can see here. So I'm working on a bullet journal for this year, so that's all my my stuff for there. And then the middle tray, I've just got some projects that, you know, they just lie on the side, and they're all gathering dust by the sofa. It's just a mess. So I thought, well, I've got this little portable trolley now, aside from my craft room, and just makes it a lot more sort of tidier in the lounge. And then just odds and ends of yarn. And there's a Christmas project that I was working on that never got round to finishing. But anyway, I'll finish it for next Christmas. And then the other thing I bought was just bought a couple of these little cute tea light holders. I've got this glass, like this glass, like a, I don't know, like a windbreaker thing in it. And the candles, they're from H&M Home. I think they're mahogany. They've got like this really, it sounds a bit strange, but like this really sort of old, familiar, nice smell, like going into like a favourite museum as a child. Anyway, maybe that's just me. I think these were £2.99. I just got 2 of them, and I think the trolley was €40. I'm talking euros here all the time. And then I bought a couple of these little plastic bushes. Not sure how much they were now. I don't think there's anything on the bottom. Fedka. I don't know. I want to say they were like £3.99, but I could be wrong. And I'm actually going to put them outside. So that's my little IKEA haul. I bought 2 Billy bookcases for my craft room, which are still in the box and will stay there for a while. And I also bought some plain white bedding. It's Thursday in North Holland. I'm just driving to work, and Thursday's my last working day of the week, so I'm always free on a Friday, which is great because I catch up on all my appointments. I usually try and schedule, you know, all the kids' like dental appointments, hairdressers, you know, catching up with friends. Friday's quite a common day to be free in Holland. It's quite nice. There are a lot more jobs around in the market of all levels where it's possible to work, you know, like a 4-day week, or like every other week a 4-day week. So they're a bit flexible with the hours, which is great for me. That's what I'm doing today, driving to work, wrapping up all the things for the week. It's quite busy at the moment. Hi guys, good morning. In the car again. Can't believe it's Friday. I've managed to do a whole week of vlogging, although granted not every day will be in this video. Well, hats off to those super successful vloggers. I mean, it's really, firstly, it's difficult to remember to keep filming yourself. It's so alien to me. I mean, I'm the person who hates having a photo taken, so, but then also it's like, oh God, you know, is this interesting? I mean, if you think about it, I've been pretty much sat in the car every day this week. But anyway, it's Friday, so by my calculations, that's going to be a roundup of my week. Just on the way to my hairdresser. I'm not sure if I'll film inside the salon. I'll see what she says. Not everybody's comfortable. To be honest with you, my stratosphere, I don't really know any vloggers, so I'm a bit of an odd one. In fact, a lot of my friends don't even use Instagram, so anyway, I think they think I'm a bit old for that malarkey. So, back from Sandra. I didn't do any styling this time because, well, first I'm not going anywhere, so don't see the point. And also, William comes home for lunch on Friday from school. We have lunch together, so I wanted to get back home so me and Will could have lunch together. And also, he's got a geography test this afternoon, so I wanted to do one final little sort of walkthrough of all the stuff he's been learning for the test. So, but super happy with, as usual, with my haircut from Sandra. Not considering I'm 47, I'm not super grey, but because I'm so dark, naturally I'm like chocolate brown. You know, I only one grey hair, and it's like bing, you know, you can see it. So I get my roots done with Sandra, and then a couple of times in a year I get, I think you'd call them highlights, but they're not blonde, you know. I literally just get these, look a bit orange in this light, but like these sort of warm toffee auburn, really thin sort of highlights put through them. She's thinned it, put my layers back in, given it a really good chop, conditioned it. Super happy. It actually feels like my head is so much lighter. My hair is so thick. Now I am going to a shop called Action that the Dutch and Belgians absolutely love, and I can only liken it to like B&M Bargains, Wilko's, their English stores. not very familiar with American stores, get like maybe Dollar Tree, that kind of thing. But everything's not a euro or a dollar. You know, the prices vary, but it's very cheap compared to you know, a lot of these typical chain store shops, and they literally sell everything from I get a lot of crafting supplies from them, things to decorate your house, electrical goods, clothing, makeup, beauty, and so anyway, I love the Action. I'll probably go to Action like probably twice a month at least. And the mission today is I'm looking for card.
Ja. Ja, voor de apotheek. Nee. Nee, iets anders.
So I'm just going to pop to another local shop. There's a store there that has something that I know Lawrence will like. I'll hop off on my merry way and see you in the next vlog.